Alright, so I know it's been a while since I unboxed the UDR and uploaded that video to YouTube, and I have a full build series planned for that truck. I'm currently waiting on more parts to get here. That's kind of why I haven't started, because I was wanting to wait for everything to show up before I actually started tearing it apart and doing the upgrades and modifications that I want to do. So to hold me over and to get me by until the parts come in, until I start that series, I have a brand new truck that I'm going to unbox for you today. The size of the box kind of gives it away, and it's taken every ounce of me to not get this out of the box the few days that I've had it in my house. So let's go ahead and get it out of the big box. I'm not going to bore you guys with the specs or the details about the truck, just simply because the truck is almost a year old now. There are plenty of videos on YouTube of other people talking about the specifications and just the overall truck itself. This is just simply my unboxing experience. Without further ado, let's see. And man, this thing is huge. To have an electric RC car this big is kind of ridiculous. And something I didn't notice, or is hard to notice on pictures online, is this front part on the King Shock Edition is actually not gloss. So the only part that's gloss is the center section, and everything blue, like so the stickers on the sides and everything. A couple of the videos that I saw pointed out that the sticker placement is a little subpar. A lot of people say that their young kid could do a better job applying the stickers, and seeing it in person, I mean, it's not as bad as I feel like a lot of people make it out to be, but it is kind of subpar when you think about how much this truck actually is. And this side over here, flip it around, actually doesn't look too bad. Most of the stickers and the way they fold around the corners is actually pretty well placed. One thing I know for a fact that I'm not a big fan of so far on the truck is the rear end flex. You can kind of see it there whenever you jump the truck and it comes down and lands on the ground. The rear end, the chassis back here where the spare tires are bolted to, actually flexes a little bit more than what I like, and it just doesn't look that great when it comes to scale driving or getting any type of cinematic shots. It takes away some of the realism, I feel like. So I know there are fixes out there. I actually have some already here waiting to be put on the truck. Got them here before the truck actually arrived. So that's going to be one of the first things that we do. Let's see what the underside looks like really quick. So I'm not sure if you picked that up on camera, but if I pick it up from the back where the spare tires are bolted to, as well as the front up here, pay attention to this section back here. You'll actually see the flex that I'm talking about as I pick it up, and it's just that part of the truck that takes away from the scale realism when it comes to driving the truck or getting cinematic shots. You can actually see the weak point, but there's already fixes out there. But metal chassis, independent suspension up front, and obviously you have a rubber front valence on the front right here, which is actually a nice touch. Other than that, man, this thing looks really, really good. I guess there's an obligatory drop test to be included, so let's go ahead and give it a little drop and see how it does. So yeah, that was actually the chassis slapping the table. So I feel like the shock oil might need to be upgraded a little bit, or just a little bit of preload added to the shocks to prevent that from happening, because that really wasn't a very tall drop at all compared to the UDR. I feel like you can drop the UDR a little bit from a higher altitude and it not bottom out like that. Man, this thing is pretty freaking big. Let's get the UDR again one more time. And this one does have the body off. Did some slight modifications to the body. You can probably see it in the background over there due to just bashing and tears happening in the Lexan. I went ahead and chopped the rear end off. So for comparison's sake, we can throw the UDR body, what's left of it, on the UDR, and the Baja Rey 2 just really trumps it in size. It's insane, but I learned a lot from this one. This was the first trophy truck that I had, and a lot of what I learned I'm going to try to transition into this truck, and hopefully avoid a lot of the things that I ran into, a lot of the issues that I ran into with this one. So that'll be in another video. It really doesn't do justice in pictures. I know people put them side by side and you can see it here. This is a lot bigger than this. I'm stoked, man. Like, the body's solid, everything's solid. Just need to make some minor adjustments, some preventative maintenance things, but I'm really excited about it. Keep an eye out for the Traxxas UDR build coming soon. Got drawers of parts back there behind me, a lot of different things, and I'm going to talk about some of the issues that I ran into when it came to actually running it and what I did to kind of fix the things that I ran into. But appreciate you guys for watching. Like I said, hang out, stick around if you want to see these trucks run. Hang out if you want to see what I do to the UDR. Got some big things coming for it. Gonna enjoy this one while this one's staying down, and I'll catch you in the next one.